Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Good day, everybody. Pile on in. Let's jump in. Let's get started. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We are working on the short film Dump Run, and we're going to continue where we left off. So, hello, everybody. Hello, Sherps. Hello, Shyest B. Hello. Lots of hellos in chat today. All right, let's get rid of that. Get rid of this. It's go time. Welcome back to the short film. Hope you've enjoyed the series. Let me know in the comments below if you're enjoying this series, if you're learning from it, and you want me to keep going. Do you want me to keep going? Hey, smash the like button tonight, everybody, and everybody that watches this after the stream goes up. These live streams get way worse views than a normal tutorial does. So any extra love you can show me on these would be really, really appreciated. It helps spread the word about these videos and this channel. Find it, helps it find the right people. So please subscribe to the channel and like this live stream if you enjoy it today, and leave me a comment. Comments actually do a lot. So if you actually leave me a comment, that helps people find it because it promotes it with the algorithm. So, but anyways, I really appreciate you tuning in. So let's get started. So what I wanted to talk about tonight, there's a couple of ideas that have kind of been running away in my head. We're pretty much at the point where pretty good with the animation. I'm actually not 100% happy with our cameras. There's some issues, and I'm not stoked about it. And there's some detailing that we need to get sorted. One of the big problems is, and I talked about this in the stream that I did earlier today, if you missed it, our hallway scene looks really great. We've got some great detail, but we're lacking a lot of detail down here, right at the ground. And this is where we spend most of our time. So you see this shot, and these things are really big. We're going to hide a lot of that with the lighting. We're going to get around it, but it would be good to have a little bit of extra detail. So I did a tutorial this morning. I did a recording of a tutorial of how to make, using geometry nodes, how to create like bundles of cabling. So we're going to bring that in, and we're going to line that up in the hallway, I think, and just fix up these little things with the hallway we need to fix up. Maybe do a bit of greebles on the side here, I think. And then I also want to edit my camera a little bit. And then if we've got time, we'll start looking at lighting. I did a test scene earlier, which I'm pretty excited about. I think it looks really good. Just some of the ideas I want to explore with the lighting and sort of the methodology in the workflow, which is going to be really key. So we'll talk about all that when we get to it. But tonight, let's first, I want to address the elephant in the room, the fact that I've avoided fixing the foot slide. Now, the foot slide can be fixed. It is possible to fix foot slide. And there's two ways of doing it. One is do a walk cycle by hand. So just custom animate your walk cycle so that the feet physically just stay still and you're moving the character forward. And I just haven't been bothered to spend the time to do that. The other option is what we've got where they're all in like a main control and they're walking in place and there's just kind of sliding across. It's just to make sure that the feet move at a constant rate. And when they lift, it's sort of an instant lift, instant drop. And you can see that what we've got is not quite that. If I step through, you can see right here on the down, we get this sort of tuck back. And then also we've got a bit of a spring forward, which the springboard isn't as much of a problem as that tuck back. The tuck back really kills it. But the other thing that I've been thinking about as I've been looking at all this is if we check this out in rendered view, and we'll switch off our scene world and just rotate this HDRI a bit, turn it up so we can actually see things. And that's that these robot legs and stuff, they're not really designed for close-ups. They don't look very good. And this is a very boring framing. Look at this. There's not much going on the floor, the back. I just feel like everything about this shot undersells our film. And this is the first shot of the film. This is the first thing people are going to see. So we need to like give them something good. And when I think about what is good about this scene, it's the space that we're in, right? So if I just jump back to the beginning here and lock my camera to view, I'm actually I'll keep this camera. So I'll Shift D to duplicate. Is it not duplicating? Let me get out of my camera view quick. And have I hidden? I've hidden cameras. That's probably why. So I'll select that camera, Shift D to duplicate. There we go. All right. I'm going to call this 100, instead of low angle feet enter, I'll just call this establishing wide. So we'll have an establishing wide shot. So let's make this the first shot. So instead of right here, we're bound to this one. I'm going to come in under this part of the viewport, hit Control B, and that will now bind the beginning of our film to this camera. So let's jump back into it and make sure, yep, so that's highlighted. So that's the one that we're looking through. I'm going to hit Q, lock camera to view. I'm also going to turn on screencast keys so you can see my key presses. So they're up here around until I get a view that actually works. And I gotta extend my draw distance. I'll go up to 1,000. And let's find a nice framing. I can bring the strength back down. Actually, this looks pretty good. Just keep it on just a little bit. That's kind of the vibe I want to go for when it comes to the lighting, is this here. I'm gonna hide the cameras again so they're not cluttering our view. And let's angle this a little bit. Like we could like really establish the smallness of these guys if we had a shot like this, you know. Now what happened here? Why did we not lock to this camera? We are locked to the camera, but it's just keyframes. I didn't have auto keying turned on, so I need to do that. So I'll come up, something big like this maybe. Tilt down a little bit so these guys are focal point. Hey, what's that little bump we had there? Is there another keyframe somewhere? Yep, there it is right here. Where is that? Let's switch to the dope sheet with Control Tab. Oh, cameras are hidden. This is actually a problem. I'll unhide that. That's why they're not appearing. Or at least that should be why they're not appearing, but what's going on here? Why is my camera keyframes, why are they not here? Dope sheet. Oh, I had only show errors selected, that's why. Tricky. All right, there we can see we've got a rogue keyframe. So delete that. This one, also, one of the things I'm feeling is I don't like this beginning angle. I don't think this is a really good beginning angle. So I want to change that. Just make sure I'm on the actual keyframe. So I'm going to rotate this camera like this, and then I'm going to move in like this. See what that does. Yeah, that's a better shot. Except I don't like, we got a weird kind of wobble at the end. Let's have a look at that in the graph editor. Some kind of rotation. All right, so it's this. We kind of go up and over. So I just need to take this and flatten it out. I could also just take this keyframe and right click and go handle type auto clamped, and that'll flatten it. So I feel like there's a little bit of something weird going on there. It has to do with the motion on the X location. So let me just focus on one of those guys. Figure out what's happening. Yeah, same thing. We're kind of going up and then down. So let's clamped. So I'm going to hit P for preview and just select this range here. Oh, it just shows me this group. Yeah, that's a better shot. All right, now I feel like with this one here, it'd be fun to have a little bit of camera movement. So we start up high. What if we like drift down? in the camera? Yes, I am. Oh, that's right. I need to have it selected. I was looking for the keyframes to appear. So let me just control tab to go back to the dope sheet. I'm going to delete those so it's back to where it was. And I'll just kind of come down like this. And then I'll select these. I'll make this linear. So it's like a gradual speed. That keyframe goes to the end there. I'm going to look at it in the context of this next shot. Take a look at the lensing here. This one is a 50 and this one is a 35, which that's okay. Maybe we could go a bit further with this though. Hey 4K, nice to see you. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try the same lens. What happens if we go to the same lens? That can help with cuts sometimes if you have similar lensing. All right, and let's push forward on this as well. So let's come here and let's move down the hallway. So on the Y. So I'm just going to come over here, make sure I've got the camera selected, go to the Y location and just push that forward. Bit much. And grab this keyframe and drag it out. That'll slow the move down. Better field them. Let's try that. Maybe that's a better way to go. Like, what if we come to something like this, right? We go like this. Right? And then we come down to reveal these guys. Like that could work. We'd want to slow down, come to a stop, and it's a bit too close, I think. Let me switch back over here. I'll grab the Y location and I'll just move us like that. And then we grab all of them. Grab those final keyframes, right click, and let's go interpolation Bezier and scale X. Actually, we'll have to make all of it Bezier. So select all, right click, interpolation Bezier, right? And come here, scale X, and bring that to 0. And then actually not fully 0. Scale that out. The raging cycling asks, how long did it take to make the assets? You can actually follow the steps. I forget how long it took, but it's 10 episodes to make the assets. So all the tutorials in the series, the first 10 episodes, cover writing the script, storyboards, and then making all the different assets. Random Shite says, hey, I'm on part 6 of Particle City tutorial, and the city base is not rendering for some reason. Render camera icons turned on. Okay, so when you've got a particle system and you're emitting on a plane, you have to go into your particle settings and you have to tick show emitter. It's a very important step. So if you've no one will mind if I, so if you've got a plane, right, and I've got particle system, come down here, under render, show emitter. Just make sure that's turned on. That should do it for you. If it's not that, it's over here under the orange square. Go to instancing and make sure that viewport and render. If I turn it off here, it'll disappear my viewport. Just want to make sure render's turned on. Hope that saves your evening. Saves your morning now. For 2 weeks. Yikes. Sorry, man. That's rough. Hey, America. We're on Twitch. Good to see the Twitch representation. This is way too fast, but I'm just thinking about the shot. My pleasure, random. My pleasure. Hope it saves you. All right, let's fix this camera. This is a terrible camera. I feel embarrassed, because this is what I do for a living. Cameras. All of my cameras should be amazing all the time, right? No. Just kind of at a loss how to start this, that's all. Let's look at this straight on. See what this... I kind of like the idea of being wide. Like could be good. I kind of like that speed. So I'm just going to lock these guys off. So I'll go like this, go like this. Now I can delete, bang them, delete, bang. Casey says, morning, Chris. Thanks for these live streams, these tutorials. I learned so much from them. Keep up the good work. My pleasure, Casey. Thanks for letting me know. Good morning, Michael Carius. Good to have you. So let's go here to the ELA rotation. Double click that, full stop to zoom in on it. And let's go over here and let's grab this one down, right? So that as we come forward, we tilt down. And this one, let's make this one Bezier. Take this top one and scale 0. This is going to do it for me. Just a subtle, like look down. It's kind of nice. Yeah, I think that works. That's heaps better. I mean, this is going to show off the location. It just communicates a lot better, I think, for us. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you like it? I do have a Patreon, random. I do. It's in the link. Links are in the description. Sorry, I mean to seem so eager. You can get project files. Good plug for the Patreon, everybody. If you want to get these project files, you can get them if you join. If you join right now at the second level, you get all the project files. I put them up last month and the month before, so be able to nab them. Eventually, I will sell these for much more. So get in while you can. Plus, you get other cool stuff. All right. I'm happy. Okay, the other thing that I'm not happy with, hit Alt-P to clear that, is over here. This bit. So I don't like that we push in and push in and push in and like there's all this kind of crazy pushing stuff going on. So so what we're gonna do, Emerga, shouldn't the camera be a little bit closer? Which shot are you talking about, Emerga? Are you talking about the first shot? Let me know. And Pixel Dev likes vegetables. That's great. It's really healthy for you. I'm glad you like vegetables. Um, MTLJ Pod says, "Hello, love your vids. You've really inspired me. Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure. Thanks for letting me know." America on Twitch says, "Closer from the line of robots first shot." Yeah. I mean, what's your motivation for to go closer? Is it because they're so small in the frame that you can't really? Yeah, they're really tiny in the shot. They are really tiny. I'm trying to create contrast with this shot, so I don't want to be. Because if I come in, right? I mean, you might be right, but if I come in, right? That is probably a little bit better. Even like split the difference. Does that look like rendered? Yeah, it's probably better. All right, America wins. I mean, is that better? What do you think? I think it's better. Yeah, the red viewport display is so good, isn't it? Yeah, the rendered version's not good yet because this isn't lit. There's no lighting in this except for the based sort of scene world. But we're gonna have fun with that when we get to lighting. We can put smoke and stuff in it, make it look really good. Okay, anyway, so I don't like the end here. I don't feel like that push in is working for us on the light. So that push in there just feels a bit silly to me now that I see it. It's probably my execution, but I'm gonna get rid of that keyframe. I just want to see the light. And then this push in also doesn't feel quite right to me. It's like unmotivated, right? Feels unmotivated to me. So we're pushing forward on the, should just be X. Yeah, Y should be flat. Z should be flat. And then X rotation is going to have a curve. Y is flat. And Z is also flat. Yeah, so it's just the X and these two. So a couple of options. One is let's just grab these guys way out so it's not as extreme. The other option is we can bring the whole thing forward so it's like not really happening. Let's see, Emerga, I thought the first shot was to establish the scale of the robots. In that regard, they must be easy to identify. Yeah, I think that's good logic. I think you're right. It definitely works. MTLJ Pod says, I also want to let you know that I really, really, really loved you because I was stuck trying to animate rigs with only using location rotation until you taught me how to use the whole body. Thank you. Oh, good. Glad that helped. It's always nice to know when things end up helping people. I mean, maybe it's just a lack of energy because we need another shot. It's like, this doesn't work either. This doesn't really resolve to anything. I like the subtle push in here. But I don't like these keyframes. So I'm gonna delete those. I'll just move this out so that push in's a bit more subtle. I might take the X location. Just hit full stop on that. And I'll just bring it up a little bit so there is just a little bit more motion throughout the shot. And then let's try like an operator thing. So a camera operator, when he starts to fall, might at this moment here start to adjust the camera to try and compensate, right? So it come down just a little bit. Make it Bezier. We really need to soften this one, so I might come back 2 frames, insert a single keyframe there, and then grab this one and slide it. Doesn't really work, does it? It kind of does, actually. Yeah, I think it's better this way than what it was before. Sure that he falls first and then the camera does its thing. Yeah. Works. Let's see. 4K says, Chris, do you see the face on the back wall disappearing as he steps back? Do you see that face on the wall disappearing as he steps back? So like here, is that what you mean when he steps back? Which part are you talking about? 4K? Not sure I follow. All right, while you let me know, I'm gonna file save as, and we've labeled this lighting. We're not quite in lighting yet, are we? Let's come back to, let's go version up 12. We're just gonna do this. Now, I'm gonna, oh, as he falls, right. You see his face disappearing. Oh, right. Yeah. So this is actually a problem we need to fix. This is a polygon face that isn't connected to the point right there. So this is actually a hole in our set, and it's in every single section there. Let's go do that now. I'm happy with all this. So, all right, I'm going to save, and we're going to go open, and I'm going to go up, and we're going to go to locations, hallway location, open. And we need to go into the mesh for the hallway. So this should be, it's all just an array, right? Yes. You know what? We don't need this Boolean anymore. I can get rid of that. That'll speed us up a little bit, which is great. Is there one on this too? Bevel, Boolean. I'll get rid of the Boolean because we had this Boolean thing that was like cutting it away, but worked out we didn't actually need that. Yeah, this thing, we don't really need this. We can delete that. So that's good. All right, so let's see, where's the problem? So it's in this section. Go to vertex mode. Where is the, oh, it's way over here. Okay. Bingo. All right, so what we need to do is turn on snapping, vertex snapping. Grab Z. Oh, we've got proportional. And that should do it. Yeah. Now, does that fix it across the board or just for part of it? No, just for part of it. All right. So this one also needs grab Z. Go. These guys as well, though they don't matter as much because we're never going to come this far down the whole way. Oh yeah, we also have the other side of the. No, these have a bizarre. Okay, well that's weird. Oh, it's mirrored both ways. Excellent. Well, so the thing with the Boolean thing 4K was that I realized that I didn't need it because I could just animate my camera's clip start. It's basically the same thing. And every camera has it. It's a bit more convenient and less processor heavy. Okay, so that's great. I don't think there's anything else we need to sort out. Oh, here it is. There's another one. All right, grab Z, bring that down. Now this doesn't line up. Why is that? Just cheat it over. Oh, except it won't. All right, I'm gonna undo that. Guys, just a touch. All right, that should be fine. I'm going to go File, Save As, go into my working directory, come to here, and just save over here, just in case. And let's see. Let's go ahead and let's get the cables, this wire thing that I built. Oh wait, is that another one? It's a bit odd. Or is that all of it? Just to be. All right. Now we need to kit bash just a little bit and then put the wires in. Let's do the wires first. So save this, open recent wire generator. This is the thing we made earlier today, which is crazy, but very cool. And this thing here is that. All right, let's see. Generator. Save as. I'm going to put this into oops. Film. Props. Create a new folder. Call this wire bundle. Bundle. Well, open recent. Hallway location. File. We're going to append. We're going to grab. What's up with this? Why is this so small? All right, so we're going to go to props, wire bundle, and let's see, do we have a geometry nodes folder here? Yes, there it is, wire bundle. It's append. And then what I can do is I can come in here. I should be able to just grab like this, for example, and Shift D to duplicate, and then P, separate by selection, leave edit mode, and then grab it here, get rid of the bevel, And now this should be like just exactly what we need. In fact, if I delete it, let's find where's the ones with the array. So what I should be able to do with this is I go into edit mode. I should be able to just like pick the path that I want. Like, these guys. That right there. And then Shift D to duplicate, P separate by selection, and then leave edit mode. And now, yep, you can see I've got this thing that follows the entire contour of the hallway. What I can do now is I can get rid of the bevel, don't need that. I can apply the array and the mirror. So now it's this piece of mesh. And then also to get this thing to work properly, what I should do actually before I do the apply, I should go into edit mode. And I should get rid of these vertexes. F to fill. Actually, I can go X dissolve vertice. That'll make it work. Now it's a bit cleaner. Now I can just go here, apply, apply. Awesome. And now, because I pinned it in that node group, I can come here to geometry nodes. And I can click new and then go here and grab wire bundle. Now it's going to create my wire bundle for me. Now I can kind of customize it. Probably bring the whole thing up a bit. So I'll just grab Z. Now I got wires that follow the contour of the ship. Oops. Touch as well. Actually, no, I won't bring it a touch. I'll just leave it. And I can make them crazier if I want by subdividing it like that for a little bit more detail. I think they look pretty good though, a bit loose like that. And I also had materials for these guys, so I should pin those in. So pinned material. Unfortunately, I didn't label these properly. But it should just be these three. Set them up. Material. Oh, good. They're already set up. Let's see, what does this look like? Yeah, good. It's all worked. Very cool. Thanks, 4K. All right, let's see. Also, what we could do is I could increase the number of brackets. That's probably good by using this number here. And then we could also maybe make the wires a little crazier. Then they're going to start coming out of the brackets and intersecting the mesh a bit. Which I don't mind as much. It's like I should bring the whole system out a little bit. Let's see. Shouldn't get too greedy. Main thing is the hero area. We're going to spend all of our time. I increase my clip here on my camera so I can actually see better. So it's going to be here. So this is the main one we got to just be careful with. So I might go ahead and enter edit mode. And I'm going to just decide where I want this to be. I think I'll do something similar. I'll grab these and we'll grab, yeah, I'll grab that. And I'll grab that, that, and that. Do I need to come here as well? I think so. Or Shift D, duplicate, P, separate by selection. Let's come over here, get rid of the bevel. Let's select it. There's it. Be nearby to this. Yeah. That's it. Go new geometry nodes. Select the wire bundle. And fill that. This one we need to be a little bit more careful with. So I will bring this out, grab X, Z. Just let it disappear into the wall here. I might get rid of this vertex. Where's it? It just goes into the wall like that. Hello, Jellyfish 3D House, gaming playtime. How is everyone doing? I say we're doing pretty good. All right. I can also just custom move these a little bit. You know, I can just grab these vertexes. So. Doesn't really matter as much. All right. Now this one I am going to bring down a bit. So I'm going to click that to make this a separate geometry nodes setup. And I'm just going to kind of bring these in a touch so they don't go too nuts with cutting out of the geometry. And also, I think I want to grab this point and bring it in. So we've got a bracket right here intersecting the wall. That'll make it look a little bit better. Okay, do we want any more of these? Yeah, we could run a couple of cables. I'm really pleased with this. This has really worked out. All right, let's zoom over to this group and we'll set up one more. So that one, 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 and that one. Although we don't need that one, do we? Because it's going to repeat. And let's go Shift D, duplicate, P, separate by selection, leave edit mode, select it, find edit mode, make sure we've got it. Yep. And let's select these, X, dissolve vertexes, and dissolve vertex. And then we're going to get rid of the bevel, and then we apply the array, apply the mirror. Now we should have, yep, good. Another system, click new, grab the first wire bundle, and grab Z. What if we duplicate it? Is it too many wires? Yeah, that's too many wires. Could bring it up. Extra stuff. Why not? Looks good. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to harvest some geo. I'm going to grab one of these wall sections. I don't want to get this whole thing, all these guys. So what I'll do is I will grab, I'll just hit B to box select. Just grab them like that, nice and messy. I'll go into transparent mode. I might hit Control plus once, twice, and then minus once. And then what I can do is go to transparent mode, C to brush select, and just deselect these extra vertexes. And yeah, there we go. I've got it. Now I'm going to Shift D to duplicate, P, separate by selection, leave edit mode, get out of transparent mode. I'm going to get rid of the. Actually, no, I will keep those things. I'm going to take it down. So I'll go into edit mode. No, go into edit mode. There we go. And I'll just grab it down like this, scale it down like this. Z, X, rotate Y. Scale that up a little bit. Scale Y maybe. I'm going to switch this to, I can just pull it straight in so it intersects this. Don't feel like it looks good stretched out on the Y, so switch back to local coordinates. Just bring this over. 50 to duplicate. Drag this over, rotate X 90. Just correct these a little bit. This is messy, but also because it doesn't really matter. Oops that out a bit. Now it's a slightly different pattern. Okay. Go to transparent node, B to box select, Shift D, these guys over. Scale Z a little bit. Cool. Now we can leave edit mode and take this array, and we just need to spread out the factor so that they are spaced wider. Now you can see suddenly we've got these things across the whole surface, which is cool. In fact, we could probably even get away with taking this all the way through. So just bring these guys all the way down here. Just line this up. And then I'll take the count up. Go over to the, go over to the end of our hallway over here. And this will be kind of, let me. It's kind of the clue. It looks like it lines up pretty well. All right, anyways, all that is going to help us a lot, right? So turn this off. Go into edit mode. Push them out on the X a little bit. Looks nice. Great. Just like that, we've added a ton of detail. All right, let's save this. What we want to do is go to, let's see, I'll just go save as real quick. We want to grab this file and yeah, I'm just going to grab this directory and open up Explorer to it. There we go. All right, I'm just going to copy this hallway location and I'll paste it in here. And I'll just call this, I don't know, 00 underscore 00. I'll just call it 3, even though technically it's not number 3. And then this one, what we can do is we can click on this. Well, first what we're going to do is we're going to just save normally. And then we're going to go Files, Audio. Does it sound okay for you guys? Looks all right. Very strange. Something just clicked in my audio. Totally changed the volume. All right, well, let me know if something weird happened on your end. Huh. All right, so let's go up right here. We're going to save that. And now, because we've saved over the file that our main scene is referencing, when we open our main scene, it's automatically going to reference this new file. So we can come over to, yep, it's 12. And see, yeah, there it is. Let's go back. Play location. What happened? Is this really that off? Where's our hero bit? Where do we actually have the camera? Here. Sure enough, this needs to go a little bit further. Hide this bevel so it's a bit quicker to work with. There we go. Bevel's really killing it. See what that looks like. Looks like in our scene. It's good. It just adds a little bit of something. It's a subtle detail. These wires are not working for us here, though. So we'll have to fix that. This is going to look good when we light it. So don't worry so much right now if it's not great. It's just more things for the lights to hit. So like, look at this. This is just going to create so much more detail for those lights to play with, which is going to be really good. Yeah, I feel like our hero wire section's a bit. Wait, we got rid of it. I thought on the thing. I must be confused. I must not have been working on the actual section. Let's go back. Yes, look at that. 6. File, save, file, open. That definitely looks better. Awesome. Great. This is going to look really good, I think. Very, very cool. Well, I'm going to wrap things up for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stream and learned some cool things. So we are pretty much all set up now. Like, I'm happy with my cameras. I'm happy with my animation, happy with my shots, all that stuff. Happy with this location. Feel like we fixed it up. Now it's going to be time to light. Now I've gone ahead and I've done some test lighting. So I'm going to just give in tonight with a little teaser. I'll show you what I'm talking about when it comes to lighting. Let me go to, here it is. Now this should pull in everything except for, yep, cool. Pulled it all in. All right, let me grab one of these shots here. Let's see what it looks like. I'm curious what this new location will look like with the lighting. It does not look good. But you can see this is looking a whole lot better. Like the eye, stuff like that. Fine, where's one of the shots I actually did? Yeah, there we go. You can see it's looking a lot better. Like we've got smoke in the scene, depth of field. Not sure about these. Now that I'm seeing them in context, I'm like, maybe I'm not happy. Might just be better without them. Easily pop into the hallway location, grab this thing, and just turn off the bevel, the array. Although it did look nice, that shot. Also really feeling the fact that I can't see the wiring right there for that moment. Just do it kind of custom. Just move it out like that. E. This. I wonder if what would happen if we did that. Yeah, gives us something. Maybe it's there's the material. Maybe there's like a lack of bump. Like if we get a little bit of bump on this. Is there no bump on it? Material trash area. So what's the material on this face? Hallway metal, all right. So hallway metal. Yeah, there's no bump. What were we thinking? These little built-in HDRs are really helpful. Turn all these off. Let's have a look at. So our camera's kind of like this, right? So let's see. Let's grab a bump node. We're all over the place tonight. I was just going to plug this straight into the height, just see what happens. What does it look like? Yeah, it's disgusting. But take my distance down to 0.01 and maybe invert it. I mean, it looks like a bump map to me. I mean, let's just try. Let's just file, save, file, open recent, lighting test. Something. Might be able to turn it up a little bit. Crank the specular up a bit more. And the roughness is going. Right, so that's affecting the roughness. What if one of these is like a bit shinier, you know, a bit more contrasty with the difference? Much grimier now, doesn't it? Yeah, look at that. Wow. They look totally disgusting. Too much. Go the other way with it. A lot less exciting. See you, America. Thanks for watching. Hey, I'm Guard. Glad you're enjoying the tutorials. Thanks. Delabor asks, wow, is this an Eevee? Yeah, totally an Eevee. Unit 7, I'm my boy C. Bailey, back at it again. That's right, back at it again. Welcome back, NTL. I know PDA, it's crazy. Blender is free. It's incredible. Random. Ninja Detail's amazing. I'm joining the Patreon after I pay my rent. It's a good order of priorities there. All right, let's darken this up. It was looking cooler when it went dark, but not too much. Save file, open recent, lighting test. It's still a bit too dark. Amazing how sensitive that is. I know this isn't the most efficient way to do this. I'm just keen to see it in context. Yeah, I like that. I kind of like having it darker. I don't know. Still has the old cameras in this version of the scene. I think we should probably dress this back wall. Like this back wall is pretty boring. Not sure what to do with it though. Do some splats, something. Anyways, I'll leave you with this thumb. I think this is a nice image to end on. Making good progress, everybody. This looks pretty nice for an entirely procedural image. Well, not entirely procedural. I guess we've modeled the character and stuff, but I just mean the materials and everything. Those wires really add a lot. That's nice. It's that subtle detail. It does a lot for us. Just sitting in the background. Cool. Bump is definitely looking like a bump. I just feel like, yeah, we really need to look at this inner alcove and do something to it. I mean, we're going to lose a lot of this. Like when we add grain and stuff and composite the image, a lot of it's going to, look better. But we'll get there. Get there. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. Really appreciate you. Good hour-long stream. Keep your eye out for more of these this week. I'm going to keep coming at you with these, hopefully as most frequently as I can. And yeah, let me know what you think. Like I said at the beginning of this video, leave me a comment under this video. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All those things, they really go a long way to helping to promote this content. These live streams don't promote well on YouTube. Once they're not live anymore, YouTube doesn't really promote them to anybody, so unless you guys leave comments and like them and engage with the content. So please engage with it. That's a great way to help new people find the channel and find this series, which I hope everyone will find really helpful. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then.